Welcome back to Joey's Wine Rack. I'm Joey Paisano. It's my show and we are live. Today we are starting week number 2. That's week number 2 of March Merlot Madness. Today we are going to France, or France, depending on how you say it. We are looking at the Fat Bastard Merlot this time around. Last week we did something from California. At the end of the month, we're going to recap everything for you so that you know what's going down. So today, as I said, Fat Bastard, it is French. What they do actually is it's not any one vineyard. It's not specifically the Fat Vineyard or the Bastard Vineyard or anything like that. That's the name of the company. We'll tell you a little bit about that. But it actually is sourced throughout the Languedoc region of France. Probably mispronounced that. For my French-speaking friend, I'm sorry. You can tell me I did it wrong. It's okay. Why did I pick this one? Well, like I said, I wanted to start off with and do a March Merlot Madness. So we picked 4. This is number 2. We did a little bit of the U.S. We started out in California. Now we're going to France. We've got a couple other ones we're going to do for you. This one is number 2 because it is next in the price point. Last week's was $7.75. This week, $8.25. So $8.25. Is it going to be any good? Sure. Is it going to be fantastic? Who knows? But we're going to find out. All right. So what we do, check it out. Make sure this is what we want. A lot of people are going to buy this just simply because of the name. It's funny, you know. And it used to be if you would buy something or see something that had a kind of a funny label and you know, the quality was kind of iffy. Not anymore, which is awesome. I know some great stuff out there. It's got some really cool labels and funny names and stuff like that. So this is going to be one of those ones that we're going to try and see what we got. First thing we notice, besides, there's a hippo on the front. And Theory and Guy, those are the folks who created this. Theory is a wine guide from way back. Is actually, and I'm going to read the back because we've got this. Theory is a renowned French winemaker, so he's been around for quite some time. Guy is a wine industry rebel from Britain or England, UK, however you want to look at it. So these two guys hooked up, were kind of hanging out, enjoying some wine. This is something they had sitting on. Actually, Theory had sitting on the lees. What does that mean? It means it was sitting on the yeast cells. So it was in contact with the yeast a little bit longer than what was normal. When they tasted it, they decided, you know what, that's kind of cool. Let's see what we can do. Some of the other things that we're going to notice is it has a screw top? No. Stelvin enclosure. Don't forget that, Stelvin enclosure. Very, very different than a screw top because screw top was. So first thing we're going to do is give it a crank and see what we got. Stelvin enclosures actually very, very cool for picnics, stuff like that. If you forget something, you know, you're traveling somewhere and you know you want to get a decent bottle of wine, but you can't bring your corkscrew because that's a weapon on an airplane. Then do something like this. We're going to get our drop stop. Remember, drop stop. Good stuff. Thank you, Margareta and Stefan and Rasmus and Lisa. I appreciate it very much. A little silver disc. Roll that bad boy up like so. Creates a little funnel for you. Stick it in there and voila. French. I should do this so you can see it. Alright, and I'm going to shut up a second so hopefully you can hear this. Kind of cool, right? First thing I noticed, really super awesome color. So if you can see that, kind of glows almost, glows red. Well, it's because it's Merlot, it's red, right? Good color. Kind of jammy. A little bit of raspberry probably. So what am I doing? I'm swirling it because what does that do? It actually aerates a little bit, gets some air into that because it's been sealed up. So we want to make sure that it has a chance to open up so you can smell it a little bit better. And then stick your nose in there. I like that. Makes my mouth water a little bit. That's me scratching my head thinking on the inside. So, little taste, eh? Not bad. Not bad at all. Is it going to have that monstrously smooth Merlot taste? Not necessarily. But again, 825, that monstrously smooth, awesome Merlot taste is going to be a lot more than 825. This is a really good, simple wine. As I said, it's not going to be from one vineyard, so it's going to be sourced throughout the region. Merlot is actually one of those French wines that's where it started from, even though we've had it in the U.S., of course, and several other places. This one, not too bad. 2011 is what we're looking at. Last time it was a little bit older than that, so 2011 is probably what you're going to be seeing on your show. Maybe 2012. We're probably somewhere in the middle of the changeover. Either one should be pretty similar. The one really cool thing about having wine that comes from multiple vineyards is the winemakers actually have the opportunity to blend those, so they kind of get a really good feel, and you're not going to get massive differences in this year and this year. It's going to be a lot more almost seamless, and if you taste a 2011 and 2012 back to back, it's going to be real similar. Single vineyard stuff, not going to be the case usually, so you're going to have some fantastic stuff and stuff that's pretty good. But again, single vineyard, price goes up. Okay, so what is this going to go with? You know, it's going to go with the old standbys. It's going to go pork tenderloin, I can say this. Hamburgers, risotto, mushroom. They even actually mentioned mac and cheese. Meh, why not? So, what you get? Fat Bastard from France, Thierry, the winemaker, Guy, the rebel in the wine industry from the UK. Let me actually read what the back says. It says, the origin of Fat Bastard. So they're two good friends, Thierry, the renowned French winemaker, as I said, and Guy, British wine industry rebel. I am kind of a Colorado rebel. So they created Fat Bastard almost by accident. Started out as an experiment Thierry had been doing in the back of his cellar. I want to have a cellar one day. Leaving a barrel on the leaves, so on the each cells, like we said. Didn't know what to expect, but when the friends tried the wine, the Thierry, the French gentleman, now that is the wine you call a Fat Bastard. Okay, my French accent really sucks to you, sorry. I am not French. I apologize. But it's a very British, as they say, as they're telling us, a very British saying that just simply means it's fantastic. And it actually says, the British expression perfectly describes the wine's wonderful color, rich round palate, and so that's why they call it Fat Bastard. So what actually happened with this, it started off kind of slow, just like anything else, and it was that new thing on the shelves. Like, hey, you know what? I know somebody. I think he's kind of a fat bastard. I'm gonna get this. Or it's kind of funny. We're gonna try this out. Well, what happened is they tried it out, and because it is good, people keep coming back. And at 825, it's not bad at all. It's gonna be worthy of you because it's worthy of me. So again, Stelvin and Clocher, drop stop, 2011, Fat Bastard. Merlot, it's going to be sourced across the area, across the region, and smells good. We swirl it because we're going to get some more air into it. It helps open it up, and taste it, of course. By sucking that in like that, get a little bit more air into it. And again, you're going to taste it, feel it right here, and a little bit in the back of your throat and back of your jaw. It's going to be really good. This is going to be something, as I said, it's going to be great with a picnic. It's easy to deal with. You don't have to worry about an extra corkscrew and whatnot. I suppose, if you really wanted to, you could drink right out of the bottle. Seal it back up, no problem. Again, I always use the drop stop because I think it's easier for me to deal with. You get to hear everything. Kind of cool. And again, we are on week number 2 for March Merlot Madness. That means we have week number 3 coming up next week. Something else that I tried, and remember, I get my stuff here in Colorado Springs from Downtown Fine Spirits and Wines because they are cool. They always treat me well, and the prices are killer. I would say if you find this somewhere else, it's probably going to be somewhere around $10 range. So I got 8 1/4, so somewhere between 8 1/4 and $10. Still well within the price range. This is also going to be something you can take to a friend's house for barbecue. Be great, surprise gift. Hey, you know what? I like you, but I don't like you enough to spend a lot of money. But here's a bottle of wine. Let's hang out. Be something that's gonna be really cool. You hang out, talk, BS, like they said. 2 friends come up with this fat bastard thing. You know a little bit of the story now. Always make sure that you read the back of stuff because you're gonna learn stuff. 2011, and it is a 14% alcohol. It's getting a little bit higher than what we had last week. It's not outrageously high, so it's not gonna. Oh my God, I can't stand it. No problem, you will do fine. So, have a little bit more. How cool is that? And remember, my show, I get to do it my way. My first toast is always to Kat. Kat was an amazing, wonderful person that I got a chance to hang out with and spend 10 great years with. And you know what? Kat, here's to you. We love you. Thanks for everything. So, folks, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Salute. Peace.